Facebook, what's up? Hello, everyone out there. It's your boy Jay Richards here. I know I've been away for a little minute. I've been on a little hiatus, but I'm back. I can't forget about my fans and all those who tune in each and every Tuesday. Those who've been supporting me from day one. Those who just been in my corner since day one. Like, I can't forget you guys. Tonight's episode is a little different. I had an episode lined up, but I actually wanted someone to call in, but they couldn't make it tonight. They couldn't, give that call in. But I'm just gonna switch up the episode, and just do it a little different. But next week it will be pretty much the same. Give people time to tune in. The time is 8:39 right now. I'm here each and every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it feels good to be back. Like, how's everyone enjoying their summer? Like, what you guys got into? What plans you have for the remainder of the summer? Because, summer's about to be over. We in August. And, once September come, like, it's back to school. It's back to college. People should already be working, so I ain't going to say back to work. But people should already be working. That's for the grown folk, that is. But, talk to me. Like, how you guys been over the summer? I mean, I think it's been like a month since I last been on air, I believe, or less than a month. So, talk to me, guys. Talk to me nice. I've been away for a minute. I've been regrouping. I've been getting my thoughts together. Also, I've been dealing with, a little personal issues, but nothing I can't handle. I'm still standing tall. I'm still standing firm, and I'm still believing in God first and foremost. So I'm gonna give people some time to tune in, and we're gonna start this topic off. But I hope everyone enjoyed this, is enjoying their summer. Like, whether it's taking trips, whether it's partying, whether it's catching up with old friends. I just hope you enjoy your summer. Because once that cold come back, we're gonna be wishing we was back, and we're gonna be wishing we had summer again. It always plays out that way, always. But it's crazy. Like, I missed my J spot. I missed my fans. I missed my peoples. Salute my cousin tuned in. Salute. I see you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. For all those who are tuning in, like, at the bottom of your screen, if you could click the share button, and we just share this topic tonight, and we get it out there to all the people on Facebook friend list. Yeah, so that's what we doing. Been a minute, y'all. I feel like it's a first day of class or something. Like, I feel nervous, and it's like, first day of class. What to expect? Is the teacher gonna give a lot of work? Is the teacher gonna give a lot of homework? Like, that's how I'm feeling. But it feel good though. It feel good to be back. It really do. But I got a question for my people out there that tune into my J spot. And that question is, when is enough enough? Like, when is enough enough? Like, when did you have enough? When do you have enough? Like, whether it's being petty, whether it's being childish, whether whatever it is, like, when is enough enough? Like, when do you sit down and you grow up and you say to yourself, like, you have a talk with yourself and say, like, yo, this is real petty. This is not getting me anywhere in life. This is not getting me putting any money in my account. This is not putting any money in my pockets. Nor is this feeding my kids or my child. And I brought this topic up. Like I said, I'm doing a little different because this topic tonight, I'm kind of going to base it on parts of my life and what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with currently. It depends. I mean, it do depends. It do depends. But I'm saying that because it's like when, like, we already know, like, this is we're basically borrowing this life that we're living. We're basically borrowing it. We know tomorrow's not promised. So wouldn't people want to, live their life? Wouldn't they want to live without regrets? Wouldn't they want to travel? Wouldn't they want to, do whatever it is, but just to say, I'm living a happy, healthy life? Like, why must one want to sit and be bitter? Like, why? Like, some people, like, really just sit around and just be like, yo, I don't have anything to do today, so I'm going to just be bitter. I'm going to be petty. I'm going to be miserable. Like, what is that doing for you? That's what I want to know. Like, what is that doing for you? Is that putting money in your pocket? Is that putting money in your account? Is that feeding your kids? Is that putting sneakers and food and clothes on your children's back? Like, what is that doing? Now, me, for myself, I'm dealing with a very stressful situation. Like, I don't show it because I just know how to, I know how to hide my pain. I know how to hide a lot. So I'll smile, I'll laugh, I'll do a lot. But deep down, like, I'm really battling something that's like beyond words. And it's sad that a person like myself is going through such a crazy situation. And for that being said, it's like, those that know me and know, like, I'm a ride or die person for whoever. Family first, of course, and close friends second. But my little situation I'm dealing with, it's like I'm going through a situation with my kid's mother. And a couple of days ago, like, I really had to sit and think, like, when is enough? When is enough enough? Like, when is she gonna, like, get this through her head? Like, when is she gonna stop being vindictive? When is she gonna stop being evil? When is she gonna stop brainwashing our child? Like, when is that gonna stop? That's very true. Yo, cousin, you are so on point with that. Some people's life is about messing up other people's lives. Very sad. That's true. And I personally know one. Like, she just enjoys messing up my life. Now, when I say messing up my life, only when it comes to my kids. Like, other than that, that's the only thing she can do that can bother me or could get under my skin, or that can really break my skin, in other words. Because my kids come first and foremost. They always been first. I would never put a woman before my kids. I would never put none of my homeboys before my kids. Like, my kids are just first. Like, that's just what it is. Like, if I didn't have to work anymore and I had to be a stay-at-home dad, it's sad that I feel that way, but I would do it because I love my kids so much and I want to be a part of their lives and be a part of any and everything that they do. I say don't give in because it's about your kids. Just be the best you can and keep doing what you're doing because it's going to pay off. That's true. That's very true. It is going to pay off. But at times, I'm not going to lie, it feels like it's not going to pay off. And the reason for me saying that is because I could teach my son I'm teaching my son actually how to be a man, how to be responsible, how to be a man of his word, how to keep his word, how to keep, just keep his word in general. But it's like everything I teach him or I tell him, it's like when he gets back home to where he reside with his mother, she brainwashes him and take all of that out of his head. So it's like when I see him again, it's like I have to go back through it again with him, and it's like, but son, didn't we talk about this? Didn't I like try to school you about this? Like, this is how you supposed to like move. This is, the things to do, the things not to do. And it's like you could see it in his face and you could see it in his eyes that his mother is telling him otherwise. So what I'm telling him is going in his ear. He's listening to it. He's hearing it. But it's like when he gets home to where he resides, it's like she questions him. Oh, what did you and daddy do? What did you and this? What did you and that? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, let me be a father to my children. Let me do my part. You're doing your part. You're not doing a great part, but you're doing your part. I'm not talking to you bad about that. Let me do my part. Let me live my life. And once you're around, as your kids grow up, they will see everything their mother is putting you through, and it will backfire on her. Just keep at it. Yeah, that's true. I've been hearing that a lot. A lot of people have been telling me that, and I hope that's the case. I hope when my kids grow up, they see that their father was there. Their father fought. Their father had to take it to the courts just to see them. It was at a point like my kid's mother didn't let me see my kids. I'm like, wait, I'm not going to go down this road with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to give in and threaten you and so all that so you can have the upper hand on me. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go about it your way. Since you like the court system and you like running doing child support and you like running doing all this stuff through courts, I'm going to be at your own game. So, yes, I'm going to put you on visitation for me to see my kids. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to rant and rave with you. No, that's what you want. That's what someone would do who still want to be with their kid's mother. I don't want to be with my kid's mother. I really didn't want to be with her from jump, but, when you're young, things happen. So, I played a part in that too. So, I can admit that. When you're young, things happen. But every time in the past when I tried to get out of the situation, my son was used as a pawn to keep me, to make me stay. Now, I've talked with a lot of different men, all different ages, and a lot of them say like, "Yo, Jay, you're strong. I would have been left. I don't care. I'm not putting up with that. I'm not this. I'm not that." And granted, some men would have left, but what make me didn't leave, and what make me keep, what make me didn't leave, and what made me stick around to fight this battle that I'm fighting is the fact that I didn't have my father around growing up. I had him around to a certain extent, but it wasn't how I'm in my children's life. It wasn't like that. So my father was like pop up every now and then, every other week, every other month, or however. So what keeps me going is the fact that I didn't have my pops around that much. So that's why I want to be in my kids' life, in their lives. That's why I push so hard. And I work so hard to provide for my kids. Whatever my son wants, he gets. My daughter's still young, so, she is but so much she can ask for. But whatever my son asks for, like, I try my best to give it to him. For me growing up, I had to get everything from my mother. Everything was mommy, mommy, mommy. Everything was mommy, mommy, mommy. It wasn't, I'm going to call dad. I'm going to call dad. He going to give me this. It wasn't that. Everything was mommy, mommy, mommy. And it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm keeping it real. But, yeah, that is why she's mad. That is why she's mad. But she needs to grow up. And the sad thing about it, and this is the thing that another question I also had. Like, I really wonder, like, her friends that she hangs around, that she be around, like, how do they feel knowing she's doing what she's doing to me? Like, how does her friends look at her and be like, well, you know, he was around from day one for his kids. Like, why are you doing this to him? Why are you doing that? Like, okay, granted, he got up, he left, but he's still here for his kids. And that's what I'm trying to have her see. Like, I left you. I didn't leave my kids. I left you. I left you how many years ago? Like, I didn't leave my kids. I left you. Now, it's a different case. Had I left her and my kids, then there's a big difference. But I didn't leave my kids at all. I'm still in my kids' life. Like, look what I just said. I had to take it to the courts just to see my kids. Most out there wouldn't even take it that far because they'll feel like, yo, I'm not going through all that. Yeah, her friends is going to be like her. Her friends, if not, they probably are. If not. But I couldn't have, like, let's say I couldn't have a close home girl and she's doing mad spiteful stuff to her baby father, and I know about it, and I know what she's doing is wrong. I can't sit around and watch that happen, because I'm like, yo, you hurting that man. You hurting that man just because that man left you. Okay, he left you. Move on. Move on. And this is another thing, too, that bugs me out. My kid's mother supposedly moved on. Well, not supposedly. She moved on, finally, found someone. I'm so happy she found someone, but the thing that kills me, you moved on, you found someone, finally. So why are you still worried about me, what I'm doing? Why are you still worried on who I'm hanging out with? Why are you still questioning certain people about me, not knowing it's going to come back to me? That's what kills me. You're questioning people that are my day one friends, that are my day one family members, and stuff is coming back to me. Stuff is coming back to me, and it's like, you moved on, right? You happy with who you're with, right? So why are you worrying about me and what I'm doing? I don't care about what you're doing. Only time I care about what you're doing is when my kids are in your presence and when my kids are around you. That's the only time I worry, because I hope my kids are eating, and I hope my kids are clothed properly, and all that. That's what I worry about. I don't worry about what you're doing. I don't care who you're doing. I don't care about that. I just care about my kids. That's who matters to me. You, as an individual, don't matter to me anymore. My kids matter. My kids matter, not you. And the time when I found out she moved on, like, I lie to you not, I was jumping for joy, because I'm like, yes, finally, she'll leave me alone. She'll stop doing the petty stuff. She'll stop doing the bitter stuff. She'll stop, texting me through my son's phone. Yes, she texts me through my son's phone. What times when I'm texting my son, I'm really texting her, and she's just trying to talk to me like she's my son. And I'm not. I have ways how I found out it's not her, and I have ways how I know it is her that's texting me back. But I'm not gonna get into that, because I don't want, if she finds this episode or any of my episodes, she be like, oh man, so he knew what I was doing. Yeah, I do know. I just play stupid, but I do know everything. I don't say much. I know everything. I know what's going on. But like I said, my kids are what matters to me the most. My kids are what matters to me. But then again, she might not be telling them the whole real story. They only know her side. Thank you. Cousin, oh my God, I gotta sip some water. It ain't tea, but I gotta sip some water for that one. Thank you. She probably telling them a story, but it's not the real story, and it's only her side. That's the part that kills me, because it's like, if I only stoop to her level and be petty and print out. Well, I do have them printed out because I said that to myself. When my son gets older, I'm going to show him all the text messages, how me and his mother used to converse, and all the stuff she used to say and all the stuff she used to do. So, yeah, I have printed out text messages. I have printed out emails. I even have printed out Facebook stuff from people who she used to question about me. And it's like, yo, you stooping that low to go to other people to question them about me and thinking they're not going to come back and tell me? Like, really? But I know, cousin, like, she's telling a story, but it's just not the real story. And like I said, if I want to stoop low and be petty and approach all her friends and show them text messages, I guarantee you, I'm 99.9%, if not 100%, certain that they would look at her different and probably even cut her off. Like, this is what you was doing to this man? Like, you keeping his kids away from me? You making stuff up? Like, really? Like, it was 3 different occasions when my son, they went away. 3 different occasions they went on a little trip or a little outing. All 3 occasions, she said my son left his phone home. She said my son lost his phone. She even went to say something else she said to me about my son. But all different occasions, my son still reached out to me the very next day. And I'm like, son, didn't you lose your phone? Didn't your phone break? Didn't this? Didn't that? Didn't that? And he's like, yeah. But he's being coached on to say that. And I know that. That's another thing. I'm 99.9%, if not 100% certain on that. Like, when you know your kids, you just know them. And I know my son. I know when someone is in his ear. It's a look. It's that look. Like, I always teach my son, you always look a man or a female in their eyes when you're talking to them. Like, the eye says it all. And like, when I look at my son, like, I see right through him. I see that she's telling him stuff. She's coaching him on things to say to me. She's manipulating a 12-year-old's mind. Just for the fact that me and my son have a bond that is unimaginable. This past weekend, I took my kids to Bounce You. My son had a blast. My son was like, yo, Daddy, I love it when we out. I love it when we do things. Like, my son had a blast. That's what matters to me. Seeing my kids happy. Seeing them enjoying life. Seeing them living. There's so many kids out here that need a father and pray every day, pray every night for God to send them a father. And then you have the women out here who a father is in the picture, but they're preventing that father from sticking around because they want to be evil and they want to be petty. And it's like, wow, why do you want to take that for granted? Let's say I built up enough courage and heart to say, you know what? I'm not fighting this no more, and I give up. You know how my kids are going to feel knowing I was around for so many years and then I just disappeared? Especially my son knowing he grew with me 12 years of his life. That will tear him apart to know I was there for 12 years and then I just disappeared because I gave up, because I felt I can't take it no more. That's what my kid's mother want. She want me to give up. She want me to give in, but I'm not. The person God made me, I can't give up. I can't. I got to keep fighting. I got to keep pushing. I'm a fighter. And those that know me, growing up, I was a fighter. So I'm going to fight for what's mine. And I'm going to die trying. I'm going to die trying, because if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And this right here, when it comes to my kids, I'm going to stand for it. I'm going to stand for it. I will go to hell and back for my kids. I will go to hell and back for my kids. And fathers out there, some fathers out there, you know, came to me and was like, yo, I don't know how you do it. I don't know. Like, you still going. Like, you've been going through this for over a year and change. You still fighting. Like, you ain't tired. You ain't stressed. Yes, I am stressed. Yes, I am tired. But I'll relax. And I'll be at ease when everything is going the way it's supposed to. And that's the right way. I teach my son nothing but the truth. I teach him not to only tell the truth. And it's okay that my son lies to me. I mean, it's really not okay, but in this situation, it's okay that my son lies to me. And that's because his mother be right there coaching him. She's good with manipulation. Like, she will manipulate him and tell him, oh, if you only say what's going on in this house, you won't play your video games or you won't play on your computer. And it's like, you really gonna do that to a child? You really gonna do that to a child? Like manipulate him and scare him? Never once have I scared my son or play that role to like put fear in his heart so he could be scared of me. No, once he's doing the right thing and he's on track, we have no problems. Now, if he's falling off track with his work and stuff like that, then we have to talk. But telling him stuff like, oh, if you only tell what's going on, this, that, and the third, you won't play this, you won't do that. Like, that's how you moving? Because my son loves me unconditionally? That's how you moving? Like, granted, my kid's mother, she grew up without her father. Her father, from what I was told from her father left her mother when she was like 4 months old or something like that. So, okay, she don't know what it's like to have a father. She don't know what it's like to have a father figure. She don't know what it's like to have a role model. She don't know what it's like for a man to talk to her and tell her he loves her. She probably never got that growing up. Well, from what she told me, she never got that. But if you never got that, now hear me out on this. If you never got that as an individual, as a person, as a human being, you wouldn't want your children to have that. You wouldn't want your kids to grow up and say, yeah, my dad was around. My dad was there from day one. Why would you want your kids to say, yeah, my dad was around, but then it was a gap. But then my dad came back around. Why would you want that? You should want your kids to say, yes, I'm blessed to have my father. Keep at it, baby. Those kids are so blessed to have you. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Grant. Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean a lot to me. I appreciate that. Yeah, and also, Ms. Grant, I told my son that on many occasions, like, he's blessed to have me in his life. Because it could have been so much different. I could have turned my back just for all the things his mother is putting me through. I could have turned my back. But like I said a little while ago, that's not who I am. God didn't make me that way. God put me here to help, to do the best I can, and to teach those that don't know a lot. Now, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a shrink. I'm none of that. I'm just someone who's trying to help those that need the help. Because there's a lot of men out there that are going through the situation I'm going through, and they give up. They turn their back. So when you give up, she won. That's what she wants. She wanted to make your life a living hell. She wanted to bust your balls. Excuse my language. She wanted to bust your balls because she knew you would give up. The thing that I don't think my kid's mother understands is I'm not a person to give up. I'm a fight. I'm a fight to the finish. And even when it's all said and done, if I have to continue fighting, I'm going to continue fighting. That's me. That's me. Yes, growing up, I had my mother. My mother was all I had. My father, like I said, was in and out. So yes, the streets played a part also in my life. But I grew up. The streets ain't for me anymore. I'm living for my kids, not the streets. When I didn't have kids, then yeah, I'm living for the streets. But I have kids. I have people looking up to me. I have people walking in my footsteps. I can't let them down. I can't fail them. I can't. And that's why I try to just continue fighting and fighting, just continue praying about it and leaving it in the Lord's hand and hoping, he'll get into her brain and tell her like, yo, what you're doing is corny. It's whack. Granted, if a woman is mad because the man left her, okay, nobody wants to get left. Nobody wants to get, played. Nobody want to go through that. But when a man or woman, because it go both ways, when a man or woman keep telling you like the stuff you're doing, the stuff you're not doing, when a man keep telling you over and over and over, and then he just finally say, you know what, or she just finally say, you know what, I'm out, that person had enough. That person had enough. Like, I wanted to, I think my son was about 2 years old or 3 years old when I wanted to leave. But every time I tried to leave, she hit me with the, oh, well, I'm just going to move down south and you won't see your kids. I'm going to change my number and this, that, and third. Now, I was young. So I got scared. I was like, what? You going to do that? Like, what? So I stuck around for my son. Because I didn't want her to get up. Because knowing her, she'd have done that. That girl has so much tricks up her sleeve. Like, it's crazy. And you would think by having those tricks, like, she would be in a different career field. But, hey, she's not. But I stuck around for my kid. I was scared my kid go somewhere and I never see him ever again. Because I have friends right now who have kids. They don't know where their kids live at. They don't even know what their kids look like. Not know what they look like. They know what they look like. But I'm saying, like, when they went through they separation from the mother just up and left. And I have a friend currently right now. He ain't see his daughter in like 9, 8, maybe, all right, maybe 10 years. He ain't see his daughter in like 10 years. 10 years. He don't know what his daughter look like. He knows what she looks like. But I'm saying, like, in 10 years, he don't know what she looked like at an older age. He gets no pictures from the mother. He has no contact information to where the mother's at. How he went about it a little different. Like I said, I'm not gonna put anyone on blast on my show, so I'm not gonna say his name. But where he went wrong at, I told him, you know where all her cousins live. You know where her aunts live. You should go there, and if you gotta harass them, like, tell them, like, yo, you want to see your daughter. Like, you want to be in your daughter's life. Now, who knows what story she's telling her daughter about why the father's not around. She probably told him that the father didn't want you. The father got a new girlfriend. The father picked a new girlfriend over you. Who knows what she's telling her daughter. But I hurt for my son, my homeboy. Like, when I have my kids and I run into him, like, I hurt for him because he's like, yo, at least you got your kids. At least you could do things with your kids. I can't do anything for my daughter, because I don't know where my daughter's at. And that hurts. That really hurts me. And I'm not even him, but I hurt for him. Like, I hurt for him. That's why she's doing the thing she do to, because she didn't have that. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Ms. Duncan. You are absolutely right. I understand it. And that's why I say, another thing too, once you learn life and you learn how this world works, you have a better understanding about life. Man, in the beginning when I was going through this, I didn't understand why she was doing what she was doing. I'm like, yo, why this girl doing this? Why this girl doing this? But then when I sat back and I reevaluated situations and everything, I'm like, it's because she didn't have a father. It's because her father wasn't around. It's because, yeah, her father wasn't around. And honestly speaking, I know I have a good idea why father left. Because everything she's doing, where does it come from? Doesn't it come from home? Doesn't it start at home? It comes from her mother. The stuff I used to see and hear, I could write a book. I could put so much people on blast. So many people I could put on blast. But if I do that, that means I care. And I don't care. I just care about my kids. That's all I care about. Those are only people I care about. I don't care about no one else in her side of the family or her. I just care about my kids. I just want my kids to have the life I didn't have. I want my kids to go on trips and vacations and islands and do things that I never did. I'm doing all that stuff now, but I'm older now. I'm older now. As a kid, I wanted to see the world. I want to see the world. I still want to see the world, but at the same time, I want to see the world with my kids. I'm sorry. If I could visit somewhere or see something, I want my kids to be right there with me. I want them to be right there with me. Like my kids, my significant other, and I'm good. I'm straight. I don't care. I don't care about anything else. I just want my kids to be happy. I want them to see the world. I want them to travel. I want them to enjoy life. Just to enjoy life. Like my son has a slight fear with certain things. You know, like certain little things, like whether it's I don't know, like jumping off a slide backwards or something like that. So what I try to do is I try to knock that out of my son. I try to tell him, like, fear don't live here. Fear does not live in me, and fear does not live in you. When I'm around and the stuff my son is scared to do, he does it in front of me. Because I tell him, I'm like, Jamari, I would not hurt you or let you get hurt. So my son steps out and do things when I'm around. And I don't want him to grow up and be a shy, scared person like his mother. I don't want that. I want to step out of his shell and live life. I want my daughter to step out of her shell and live life. Like, I'm fighting. I'm fighting, and it's draining. It's heartbreaking because so much I'm missing from my kids, and it's because of her. She makes up little lies. She makes up little things. Like, I don't know when my son has an open school night if he doesn't tell me. Leave it up to her, she'll not tell me. Just like this past weekend, my son went away. They went on a trip. The story was he lost his cell phone. Okay, he lost his cell phone. Now notice, if you guys are following me before, 3 different occasions my son went away with her, and it was something. It was he lost his phone, he lost the battery, something. It was always something. All right. I saw him on Sunday, right? I asked my son, I said, how you lost your phone? He said, I don't know. I was, sitting in the bus. It probably fell out of my pocket because I think he had sweatpants on. I'm like, okay, it happens. Okay. Now, I said to him, so mommy didn't tell you that I had texted her phone to see if you got home? No, mommy didn't tell me anything. I'm like, oh, mommy didn't tell you. I text my kid's mother phone. I'm like, okay, it was like 10 something. I'm like, I'm trying to find out what's going on. Like, is he back home? Like, what's going on? I didn't get a response from her until like a half hour later. That's her specialty. That's her move. She would not answer me back right away. She answered me when she want. Okay, granted. It's her phone. Granted. I asked my son when I saw him this past Sunday, I was like, I text your mother phone to see if you had got in and stuff like that. She didn't tell you? No, she didn't tell me anything. I notice every time something goes wrong with my son's phone and I text his mother and then I ask him at a later time, like, your mother didn't tell you I text you or I called. No, mommy didn't tell me anything. And it's like, wow. She would not tell her child, "Oh, your father called," or "Your father text." It's like that hurt. Like you're that bitter and you're that hurt that you can't tell a 12-year-old boy like, "Oh, your father texted my phone. Go call him back or go text him back or something, or text him back off of her phone." That's the pettiness that I'm dealing with, and I'm putting up, and I'm dealing with. Because when I text her phone, she texts me a half hour later. Okay, oh, he lost his phone. I'm like, oh, he lost his phone. I'm like, oh, okay, that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, but yeah, that's what happened. I'm like, all right. But then when I see my son the very next day, I'm like, your mother ain't tell you I text her phone to see if you got home? No, mommy ain't tell me anything. So what do y'all call that? What do y'all call that? Like, that's why I came up with that topic. When is enough enough? Like, when are you gonna move on and stop doing bullshit? So many kids out here in this world, and I swear to God, if I could, I'm sorry for swearing like that, but if I could help all the kids that don't have a father or a father in their lives, I would extend my hand, but I know I can't. So many kids out there go to sleep night and day and ask the Lord, just send them a father, send them their biological father, or send them a foster father or something like that, or a foster mother. So many kids out there are hurting. And then you have these parents out here who take that for granted and try to force the man away from his kids' lives. Like, when is enough enough? Like, when? When are you going to grow up and say, like, yo, this man moved on. I need to move on and be happy. He's happy, so let me move on. Not all relationships work. And like I said a little while ago, once you learn life, the understanding of life is so deep. But you have to learn life. You have to understand it. And I understand life now. Back then, 17, 18, 19 years old, I didn't understand life. I was being a knucklehead, running the streets. But I'm glad to say I graduated from those streets. Them streets didn't get the best of me. I moved on. I'm living for my kids. That's who I'm living for, my kids. I just hope out there, I hope, like I said, if you guys could just share this episode, like, I really want these episodes to get to people that really could use the help, that really could use my advice, that really could use my wisdom of words. Like, if you're a parent out there, whether you're a mother, whether you're a father, and you're doing spiteful things, like, give it up. Move on. Let your kids have their relationship with their father. Let your kids have their relationship with the mother, however it goes. But we all know majority of the time it's the father who don't get to see his kids. It's the father who, give in. I'm not giving in. I'm not giving up, and nor am I giving in. I just want my kids, and I just want them to be happy. That's why I ask, like, when is enough enough? Like, when do you grow up? When? I just want to know. It's sad. It's pointless. It's getting nowhere. Like, when is enough enough? That's all. Like, when? So I said, tonight I had to do this topic a little. Like I said, I had an original topic, but I wanted someone to phone in, but they were unable to do that. I think because of work reasons or something like that. But if I don't do that next weekend, I'm gonna definitely get a phone conversation in on a topic. But tonight, I said, I'm gonna put a little of my pain out there on my J spot. Because I know I talk about other topics, but I'm really going through a lot. I'm dealing with a lot. I don't show it, but I am. So tonight I say, I'm gonna give them a little piece of Jay and what Jay's going through. That's just a little piece. Like it's a lot more. This is just a little piece tonight I'm giving you guys. But trust me, it goes deeper. The things I had to endure and go through with my kid's mother. All of you guys out there was like, yo, I don't know how you stuck around. I stood firm. I kept that faith in the Lord, and I'm here. I'm still here. But you guys, I'm gonna cut this episode. I shared I think a lot. And it's also a touching topic, so I don't want you guys to see me crying on the air. I ain't ashamed. I ain't embarrassed to say, like, it brings me to tears when I think about the situation I'm going through. It brings me to tears because I shouldn't be going through it, but such is life. But I'm going to remain a fight. I'm going to remain solid. I'm going to remain firm, and I'm going to continue fighting. That's all I could do. But you guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Like I said, I'm here each and every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys, I need you guys to share these topics. Like, I need you guys to click the heart button, the thumbs up button. I want you guys to, like, let me know, like, y'all feel these topics. Y'all feel what I'm talking about. Like, some relate to my topics, some can't relate. But that's okay for the ones that can't relate. But if you click that share button, maybe someone else on your friends list can relate. And they could use the advice or the words of wisdom that I give. Salute. Equan, thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in. That's from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. Like, I appreciate all you guys. But like I said, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna remain fighting. I'm gonna continue doing me. I'm gonna continue putting them smiles on my kids' faces, and that's my payment right there from the Lord. Like, once they happy, they have health and strength, and they happy. Like, that's all that matters to me. Nothing else. And I mean that. Nothing else matters. Once my kids are happy, I'm happy. But thank you guys for tuning in. And, I'm here, like I said, each and every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will catch you guys next week, Tuesday. Y'all want to tune in for this episode next week, though. I really wanted to do that episode tonight, but like I said, I couldn't get the phone in. But hopefully I had that phone in conversation next week. But if not, I'll definitely have it in. Trust me. You already know. Yep, salute, Equan, salute. But enjoy your night, everyone, and I will catch you guys next week. Oh, and remember, this episode will be on my YouTube channel. Those that subscribe to my channel, those that didn't subscribe to my channel, just go to YouTube and, type in actor Jay Richards, or you can put in Jay Richards, either or. I think it'll pop up either or. But subscribe to my YouTube channel because I upload stuff on my channel more frequently than I do on the J spot. So, like, every other day I might throw a YouTube video up. Something I'm dealing with, something I want to get off my chest, something I'm experiencing. Like, my YouTube channel is where it's at. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and spread the word, spread the link, and we're gonna continue doing the numbers. But I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in. Salute.